Je rêve un théâtre de chambre, dont Bruegel peindrait les volets, Shakespeare les pales palais, et Watteau les fonds couleur d'ambre. How I'd love to go to Paris, to see the city. Yes, I know I've been there, but going alone is not the same thing as going with someone special. You have no right to criticize me, you are just a teddy bear. Okay. Next time I go, I'll take you with me. By the way, where is your bow tie? Well, take mine. You can't go looking all untidy like that, Especially if we are going to Paris. You're not really the one I pictured as my traveling companion. Don't take this the wrong way, but... Well, it's not the same thing. Who do I want to go to Paris with? You know perfectly well. Don't make me say it. I suffer enough from this love sickness just thinking about it. Imagine if on top of that I have to say it out loud. Yes, of course you're right. Let's change the subject. No, better not. I really don't want to change the subject. My thoughts are right now exactly where I want them to be. We could go together to Le Dumago. Can you imagine? Le Dumago. I say the name and it's like it's part of us. A little piece of Amelia in Paris. It's almost like saying that we have an official office in France. Oh, I didn't ask you. Do you like cocoa? Because if you come with us, you have to try it. You can't refuse. Strolling through the streets of Paris, visiting the Louvre, going to the opera house, sitting in a cafe. Sounds romantic. Do you think it will happen one day? I know. This ring isn't going to be given on its own. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. No, I don't know how to tell her. I'm waiting for the most appropriate moment. Paris, for example. Stop criticizing me or I won't take you on the trip. I know you don't mean it badly. Oh wow, your neck is really slim. Wait, let's see if I can tie it like this. Okay. Oh, all right. Oh, bravo! Look at you, ready to go to the opera. You know, there aren't too many things in this world that scare me, but this is one of them. It's too difficult to know how things are going to go. What do I say difficult? Impossible. They will turn out well, they will turn out wrong. There was a moment many years ago when I stopped imagining all the possible scenarios at the end of my life. How it was all going to end, you know? I've had a lot of time to think, but suddenly it stopped making sense to do that. I live in the present and in the past at the same time. And the future, however, is the only thing that somehow escapes me. We are we are we are able to control so many things, and at the same time so many or more things go unnoticed. But what's the point of having it all at our fingertips anyway? What does that control really mean? So subtle is the line between touching something and it slipping away. And so frustrating is the residue of presence that remains on the skin for a few seconds of that last caress. But just why? What is the point of that? You have to have fun. If I were to tell you about all the things that have happened to me, I've met so many people. And not so many have known me. Their stories, their desires, their crimes, their regrets, their emotions. And they are, in the end, people who, although we have had an influence in turning their lives completely around, they are people who pass by in one's life, who just pass by, like so many others. They momentarily fill a gap in the list of events that are being written, a list that becomes so long that you lose sight of it when you turn the page. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a pessimist. The problem, if I can call it like that, is to underline something on that list, on one of the pages of that book, and that which you have marked, to want to keep it inside even when you have to turn the page. And turning the page is not always up to you, it just happens. Especially when your book is so much longer than the rest of the people around you. En face, dans la paix vibrante du limpide et profond miroir, de façon conquérante se mire, et soudain, dans le noir, rit insolence de se voir. Oh, ridi del duol che t'avvelena il cor. Oh. It's inevitable. The end of things, you know. And that's precisely why it's sometimes important to hold on to them. I realized that it was better to stay close to people and get as much out of it as possible. And to compensate for the passing of life with patience and a cup of cocoa at this point. But just to avoid blurting out the final sentence, la commedia è finita. What is life if not a very long sigh? And yet, I am unable to tell her what I want to tell her. I am a disaster, am I not? Oh no. I know we'll go to Paris. Someday. And at the same time, I don't know how much time we have left. Maybe I should stop insisting. Sometimes I think, why do I do this? It would be so easy just to leave things as they are and let events pass. It sounds so tempting sometimes. And then, suddenly, I drink a glass of water and I realize how insipid life can be. So, better to stick to cocoa, don't you think? Sperai tanto il delirio accecato m'aveva, se non l'amor, pietà, mercé